Focus our attention now on our last race of the night, the 3-year-old colt Trot. And what a matchup it is. American Winner against Pine Chip. They have chased each other throughout the season, including the Triple Crown Series, but now they do it for real in the Breeders' Crown with number 1 on the line. These two, as we mentioned, have been going at each other, and that's the topic of our Cadillac Racing Moment. After winning the Yonkers Trot, the Milton Smith-trained American Winner was on top of the world. And although he finished second in the prep to the Hambletonian, the Beacon Course Trot, he was still the one to beat and the only one who could capture trotting's Triple Crown.
Well, with a 16th to go, American Winner and Pierce by 2.5, 3. It's all American Winner. The sword is up for Pierce in 153 and 2. What an effort by American Winner. And we have a shot at a Triple Crown.
2 down and 1 to go for driver Ron Pierce and American Winner. A chance to match his sire's brilliance and win the first Triple Crown in 21 years. But it was not to be. In the final jewel of trotting's Triple Crown, American Winner ran into a buzzsaw named Pine Chip.
And that trotter drifting off the rail to the middle of the racetrack now leads by 4. On the inside, Toss Out is second, and Oakley Blue Jay is third. And there is no question now, it is going to be Pine Chip winning the 101st Kentucky Futurity.
Tonight, some unfinished business as the two superstars go hoof to hoof again, perhaps for the last time, and definitely for divisional honors. Bruce Beck, Gary Seibel, and Ellie Sarama. Welcome back to Pompano Park as we continue to celebrate the 10th anniversary season of the Cadillac Breeders' Crown. The current odds board for the 3-year-old colt and gelding Trot. The entry of High Noon Star, an American Winner, trained by Milton Smith, 8-5 on the board. Number 2, Keystone Corky at 20-1. Number 3, Pine Chip is 1-5. Number 4, Rigged Right, 35-1 a long shot. Lotto S. Collins from the 5-hole is 17. And Meadow Branch Hands at 25-1, a bit of an overlay there. Well, Gary, I think the big question is, what about the soundness of American Winner?
Well, Bruce, I think that question will be answered within 2 minutes. I think American Winner should be good tonight, but Pine Chip, again, is the horse to beat. This horse has learned now to race on the front end. Early on in his career, he used to come from off the pace, but now Pine Chip can do it on the front end, and I think you'll see John Campbell hustle him right out. Again, the question about American Winner's soundness will be answered very, very shortly.
Pine Chip has won 7 in a row. American Winner has lost 3 in a row. So clearly going into the race, there's that big momentum leaning to Pine Chip.
And Pine Chip now has the edge in the matchups between the two, winning 5 of the 9. And I think Pine Chip, you'll see him right on the front and very strong to the finish.
These two have chased each other all year long. 15 wins American Winner, 14 wins for Pine Chip. Over $1 million earned for both colts. 152 and 3, the same lifetime mark. And now they do it in the Breeders' Crown for all the marbles, for divisional honors.
Well, you know, American Winner has a different driver tonight, and that being Wally Hennessy, which is a big boost for him. He's a popular local driver. He has done very well here at Pompano Park, and what a big surprise for him. Ron Pierce not here. Hennessy picks up the drive.
Pompano track record, world record set by Mac Lobel, 154-1. It's also the all-age world record. It was set in 1987. Here they go for all the marbles. Ken Workington will call the action in this 3-year-old colt and gelding Trot of the Cadillac Crown.
3-year-old colt and gelding Trot featuring American Winner and Pine Chip. Confrontation here is ensuing, and they're picking up speed in the backstretch, and they're off and trotting with American Winner and Wally Hennessy and Pine Chip. The two favorites leave out together. High Noon Star shows early trot towards the inside for Ron Waples. Lotto S. Collins sweeps up 4th on the outside, shows early speed, as does Rigged Right. Keeps Lotto S. Collins out there 3 wide. Rigged Right now 5th on the outside as they head for the quarter. Then it's Keystone Corky and Meadow Branch Hans is the early trailer. But Campbell's in the driver's seat here, controlling the opening quarter with Pine Chip. But on the outside, here comes the gray gelding Lotto S. Collins and Jeff Gregory. 28-3 was the opening quarter. Pine Chip is going to get pressure from on the outside Lotto S. Collins. Those two will go at it. Lotto S. Collins looking to soften up Pine Chip here. Right there in the pocket is American Winner, Wally Hennessy, sitting a perfect pocket trip as they swing around the club turn. High Noon Star, Ron Waples, biding their time in 4th. He's the long shot specialist here with Rick Wright in 5th. There goes Waples to the outside with a live High Noon Star. Rick Wright moves up 5th on the inside. Tipping to the outside, Keystone Corky past the half. Meadowbranch Hans continues to trail. It's a pretty good clip here, 57 and 4. Waples with a big brush of speed, 3 wide with High Noon Star, and he'll take on Pine Chip as they duel down the backstretch. Pine Chip and Campbell not getting an easy time of it here. Waples on the outside with High Noon Star. And the other half of the entry looking to benefit Wally Hennessy, asking American Winner for more in 3rd. Up on the outside, Keystone Corky 4th, 3/4, 1:25 and 4, 28 second down the backstretch. And Pine Chip is still fresh, has it by 2. He's dismissed all challengers. Crown him here in the crown. It's Pine Chip and John Campbell prevailing by 2 lengths in the Cadillac Breeders' Crown. On the inside, High Noon Star is second. American Winner has been defeated. Keystone Corky closing, capping off a dramatic 3-year-old campaign. Pine Chip and John Campbell in 1:54 and 2, just a 5th off Mac Lobel's track record.
There was never a doubt. Pine Chip, 1:54 and 2, just 1/5 of a second off Mac Lobel's world record, and John Campbell getting the job done. Pine Chip repelling the challenge of all of those colts that pulled up next to him.
Well, I'll tell you, Bruce, American Winner had a perfect pocket trip there and could not close in the stretch. Pine Chip was just too strong. Wally Hennessy was already starting to get into American Winner as they headed for the final turn, and I could see as they hit mid-stretch, those earplugs were out, and American Winner was also full out, but Pine Chip was simply the best tonight. In hand as they came to the wire for John Campbell, one of the most impressive trotting miles I've seen ever.
That's 8 straight wins for Pine Chip, the son of Arndon out of the speedy Somali mare Pine Speed. What a terrific performance, and the divisional honors in hand. We'll be back. The Cadillac Breeders' Crown has been brought to you by Cadillac and your local Cadillac dealer. Cadillac, creating a higher standard. By Northfields, Hawk Wrap Magnetic Therapy, available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply, Northfield, Ohio. And by Budweiser, fresh, pure, natural, proud to be your bud. And Pine Chip set a higher standard tonight, winning the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trot of the Cadillac Breeders' Crown. Owned by Charles Sylvester, Gerald Donahue, Neil Goldman, and Guida Stable, bred by KMW Farms, trained by Chuck Sylvester, and driven to victory by John Campbell, who's standing by right now with Ellie Sarama.
John, how tough of a trip was that?
Well, he got a breather to the half. Once he made the front, I was very confident. He never stops. He never lets go, and he's just on his game right now. He's just as good tonight as he was in Kentucky.
Now, Lotto S. Collins was at you the entire mile, and then when you put him away, High Noon Star made a 3-wide move. How about American Winner sitting in the tool? You weren't concerned at all?
Well, not at the half. My horse felt so strong at the half, and going into the last turn, I could tell that American Winner couldn't keep up. And then I'd started him up down the backstretch when High Noon Star, and from then he just cruised home on his own. He really could have gone and broke the world record if he'd had to.
Congratulations, John Campbell, winning 2 Breeders' Crown trophies tonight.
Thanks a lot, Ellie.
And on behalf of Cadillac, making the final presentation of the evening for the Cadillac Breeders' Crown, Mr. Jerry Friedel.
Thank you. On behalf of the Cadillac Motor Car Division, it's a pleasure to present the Cadillac Breeders' Crown Trophy to the winner tonight. Congratulations, it was a great race.
Thank you very much. On behalf of all the owners of Pine Chip, I would like to say thank you. It's been a great, great year. Thank you to John, the caretakers, everybody in the stable. This is our crowning moment, and we love it. Thank you very much. Pine Chip!
So the definitive race in the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trot division for 1993 goes to Pine Chip. 260, 210, and 210. Price is okay. 1, High Noon Star finished second, 210 and 220. That's okay. Stablemate American Winner 1A, 210 and 220. The exacta 3-1, $2.60. Pine Chip, 8 in a row, and no doubt a divisional title.
Well, certainly a divisional title. 3-year-old colt trotter, most likely trotter of the year as well. He broke his maiden here at Pompano Park and returns to glory tonight, 154-2, just a fifth of a second off of Mac Lobel's incredible record, and Pine Chip the best in 1993.
Unraced as a 2-year-old, it proves there's always reasons to dream in this game.
Well, I think being unraced at 2 gives certain horses a chance to develop that extra year, and this was certainly the case for Pine Chip.
Still, American Winner had a marvelous year, won 2/3 of the Triple Crown, and Milton Smith deserves tremendous credit for the way he conditioned this fine trotter.
No question about it. American Winner was stronger earlier on in the year and just got a little bit weary towards the end, as was witnessed tonight. Tonight was a perfect example. American Winner had a great trip, but just didn't have the late trot.
Right now, one more look at the Cadillac Breeders' Crown Series for 1993. We began at Mohawk Raceway in Ontario, and in the mare Trot, we saw George Elliott and Joe Dunsmore's lifetime dream come true. In the mare pace, it was the Battle Royale, as Swingback gave the late Annihilator his second champion by beating Shady Daisy. In the open trot, Canadian-owned and bred horses continued their dominance as Earl took the early lead and never gave it up. In the open pace, Staying Together held together his near-perfect form, cementing his claim to Horse of the Year honors. At Freehold Raceway in New Jersey, Expensive Scooter proved his worth and captured the 2-year-old Colt Pace. Immortality defended her crown in style in the 3-year-old filly pace for trainer Bob McIntosh, who won 3 championships this fall. The 2-year-old filly pace was a slide show, as Electric Slide came from out of the clouds to upset Freedom's Friend. The 3-year-old Colt Pace proved to be everything we expected, as Life Sign outdueled Presidential Ball and Riyadh. Tonight at Pompano Park, Westgate Crown capped a perfect season in the 2-year-old Colt Trot. And there's a look at the final order of finish. Gleam took advantage of a break by Prolific Lady to win the 2-year-old filly trot for Jimmy Takter. Prolific Lady finished a disappointing 6th. In the 3-year-old filly trot, all eyes were on defending champion Winky's Goal, but it was Expressway Hanover who set a new world record. John Campbell finished 3rd with Ultimate Goal. And finally, in one of the fiercest rivalries in the history of the sport, Pine Chip delivered the knockout punch over American Winner to win the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Yes, they were clearly the best tonight. Gary, final thoughts on the series?
Bruce, the 10th anniversary season of the Breeders' Crown has been absolutely tremendous once again, very memorable. The support of Cadillac has been tremendous. Of course, we started out in Toronto, Staying Together solidifying his hold on Horse of the Year honors. We moved to Freehold, where Life Sign was superb once again, and he will beat 3-year-old Colt Pacer of the Year. And we capped it off tonight with Pine Chip, a 154-2 mile. Once again, it has been an absolutely superb series.
And once again, it all came down to the Breeders' Crown. Special thanks in the series to Bob Hollywood Hayden, to Jay Bergman, to Executive Director Tom Charters, and to Moira Sullivan Fanning. So for Gary Seibel and Ellie Sarama, I'm Bruce Beck. Thanks for joining us. So long from Pompano Park in Pompano Beach, Florida. We'll see you on the trail in '94 for more of the Cadillac Breeders' Crown. Trophies provided by Tiffany & Company. Coming up next, Sports Center.